Hey, hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, EG. What's up?
All right. Welcome everyone to the UGP show. I am your host, Paul Ugonna Ezogwa, aka UGP, and this is the show where we learn, we build, and we grow together. Each episode on this show features practical conversations with friends, professional experts, creators from all fields, whereby we educate people, we teach people, and we let people know one or two things that they can use and apply to their daily activities, something that can help them achieve the next level. But today's episode is going to be about trading markets, and we are basically just here to share our experiences with people. And I must say at this point, this is not financial expert. This is not a financial advice, Abby.
Correct. It's not
All right.
financial
It's
advice.
not financial advice, but we are just here to, talk about what we've learned over time when it comes to trading. All
Yeah,
right. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as we discuss.
yeah.
And without further ado, at this point, I'll say, I have a very good friend of mine who's a guest. And if you don't mind, can you tell us one or two things about yourself? You can tell us your hobbies, what you love to do, and what you don't love to do.
Um, First, I would like to thank you for having me back. I think this is the second podcast
Yes,
in
sir.
a
Yes, sir.
month.
Yes, sir.
That's a plus on my side. The audience
Okay.
wants me back.
You asked and we deliver.
All right. I'm Ikena. I go by IK. People call me Lewis. By profession, I'm an engineer. What I love to do, I would say I love playing video games, love playing soccer, love playing FIFA. Um, I believe I'm a hands-on kind of person. I love solving my problems. Um,
Hmm.
then part-time, I like having a secondary kind of source of income. So
Ooh,
I
okay.
think that's what's kind of pulled me into learning how to trade from time to time.
Hmm.
Um,
Who does
on,
who doesn't like a second or secondary source of income? Let me know. One other thing that you forgot to mention, I call him Ike Baba.
Sure.
Ike Baba. That name holds weight. All right. Thank you so much for that introduction. I really appreciate it. And I must say, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Yuji.
Yes, sir.
Pleased to be back.
Anytime, anytime. All right. Let's take it a step further. Can you, you know, let me understand some things about you, especially things that made you to actually get into stock trading or into trading?
Well, mine was a bit of luck and a bit of boredom. Start is the truth. I started during the pandemic, Robinhood, just trying to see what is out there, and it became something I do in my part time from time to time. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, one question I think I really want to understand from when you started way back. Can you remember the first trade? And was it good? Was it bad? Was it just sheer luck? Was it just like, let me just try this thing out?
Oh, it was bad. Lost good money. It was one of those started from Reddit. One of those um, what's it called? Is it Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin related
Mhm.
hype stocks, and it was a fat loss. Yep.
Wow, wow. And can you, that's really funny.
It must be very funny to you. I can see you having all the fun right.
Oh, fat loss is crazy. Okay. But I'll say at that point, what lesson did you learn at that early stage?
At that early stage, I think at that point, the only lesson I learned that losses are real. I didn't
Ooh.
really have mm, any other feedback or knowledge I got, but my first instant lesson was losses are real. It will reflect in your account once you sell.
Wow, wow. That's actually very deep. That's strong. You know, when you want to do something and then you get struck by a loss, that's when you realize that this is actually real money that is going off your pocket that would never come back. Hmm. Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it spot on.
All right, all right. Thanks for sharing that. Um, do you mind giving us one or two things that you think you know, or maybe just sharing what you think you know about stocks?
Um, I mean, I'll put the simplest form. I would just say, stock is a piece of a company. That's the
Mm.
most simplest way I'm gonna describe what a stock is and what describe what a stock is and what the components of a stock is, or what the
Mm.
components of a stock are. Everything, whether the stock is being put in an index fund or an ETF, it is all pieces of a company or pieces of companies.
So I guess that goes to say, would it be a fair statement to say that people actually buy stocks to get a piece of a company or to get a piece of the pie so that they can actually have, something that is worth holding from a reputable company? Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, I believe that makes sense, but I mean, that should be the mindset with someone trying to buy or own a stock. But I
Mm.
feel right now people are more. I'm trying to own a stock for profit, not I'm trying to own a stock because of the company. It's more I'm trying to own a stock for profit.
It's very interesting you said that because I was, just thinking about how do people actually make money from stocks? Because you said the mindset is like people should own a stock to make profit. So how do people make money from that?
I mean, you only make money from a stock when you sell at a profit. That's the only
That's
means
very important. Or you
that
sell at a profit.
when you sell at a profit, that's the only means to make money.
Oh
I
my
mean, you
goodness.
could acquire stocks and have them grow in your portfolio, but until you sell, it's all paper gains.
Oh, can you elaborate on that? It's all paper gains.
Yeah, it's all paper gains in the sense that you can see the profits, you can see your money has grown, but you can't touch it. You can't transfer that money into like actual goods, or you can't spend that money. You can only spend it after you've sold. So
Oh, so for example, if I would say I have a stock worth of, for example, $1 million right now. Whoosh, I wish. It means that it's not really mine until I sell it. Is that what you're trying to say?
partly
Mm,
it's yours because the stock is in your accounts. You have
okay.
control over it,
Okay.
but you can't use it. You can't get the gains until
Okay.
you sell.
And when you sell, that's when you have the real cash or
That's
the
when you
real
have
the
you're able to now use the gains you've gotten from
makes
investing
sense.
or
Makes
buying a
sense.
stock.
Honestly, thanks for actually this guy is giving some real nuggets that I think I'm actually learning from.
Yeah.
So thanks again.
Yeah.
All right, moving forward. What when you were starting, were you looking more at like investing or trading?
When I was starting, I was looking at the hype. There was hype around owning stocks. Everybody was stock market is going up. I'm
Wow.
like, okay, well, let me see what is in there. I want to make money, definitely. That's what's at the back of my mind. I want to make money. I want to get into stocks. But starting out, it was more seeing what is out there. I want to make money. Let's go. No plan, no nothing. Just
Mm. But that was then, right?
that was
So
then.
that's part of the lessons you learned when you
Oh,
were.
hard lessons I learned.
Why is this so funny to me? I mean, I just know that it's not easy because losing money can be a tough thing. And I mean, I'm able to laugh about it right now, maybe because I'm not the one that experienced it, and it's been a long time you also experienced it. So I think we sometimes we should just laugh it out and move on with life.
Yep.
All right. Okay, I would say talking more about stocks and trading. If you were to go back in time, I'd say you had like maybe just $500 or $1,000. What would your first stock be that you would want to buy?
Going back in time right now, after seeing everything, all the price movement in the markets, if I had $500 or $1,000, it would have been one of the Mark 7 stocks. I don't know if Nvidia is considered a Mark 7,
Hmm.
but all the Mark 7s plus Nvidia, if it's not a Mark 7.
You know what? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section if you actually know what a Mark 7 stock is. Let's get it going. All right. You're moving forward. Is there a particular kind of account that that you had in mind when you were opening, or were you just opening any account? And if you just open an account, what have you done differently today?
Um, Actually, m- the two accounts I started with, I still have them to today, but I mostly use one.
So
Um,
did you change any settings from them, or is the same way you open it that you've been using it?
it's the same way I opened it. I'm still using it.
Okay.
And when I was opening an account, I was just looking for an account I could trade from, and from what is out there right now, if you're trying to trade, it has to be a brokerage account.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Thanks for sharing. Honestly, I'm really happy that you're here because I'm learning a whole lot from you. I mean, I know one or two things about it, but I think if you have a friend that is willing to share what they know, I think that's actually a real thing. So I'll advise you have good friends in your life. Okay. Still on the stocks. What are some of the things that you consider that you check before you actually buy a stock?
It, it will depend.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like a intraday kind of hype kind of name, I'll make sure um, the momentum is good. This is for like intraday trading. But if it's like a long term stock, I'm looking at the 1 year history of the stock, sometimes going all the way back to 5 year charts.
Wow. Wait,
Then,
are you telling me you have to do some research?
yes,
Okay, okay.
when when you're trying to put your money to work for you,
Yep, yep.
you need to put in the work associated with making that money work for you. So
True, true. Facts, facts.
I go all the way back in time, 5 years, 1 year, look at some charts, look at some indicators, and make my decision. Sometimes it's a gamble, sometimes it's the best what's the word? Is it best guess or but it's something I know for my long term. When I get into a position, I'm getting into a position. I'm not.
Mm. And I'm guessing all these things actually makes you more confident that the stock is worth buying,
Yeah.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. So yeah, still on that, do you dwell more on fundamental analysis or technical analysis when you're trying to pick a stock to buy?
Um, Fundamental analysis and technical analysis. I would say both are the same. I would really not know what the difference is between both.
Well, based on your experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when I look at the stock, well, I mean, fundamentals, it can be like over the course of this time frame, this stock is a good stock. It's worth buying. I believe that is what's going to qualify as fundamental. Like, if I pick an example, like Microsoft. Fundamentally, Microsoft is a good stock because it has a moat.
Right.
It's a big player in this field. There's nobody that come close to making like the services that Microsoft offers. Then technically, we'll be looking at charts, looking at indicators, looking at volumes. I say I use both. Why in my long-term investment accounts to make some decisions.
So when you were talking, I picked something, a salient point.
Mhm.
You said something about the services that Microsoft offers, why why you think it's valid.
Mhm.
So does it mean that it would be a good thing if I maybe want to buy a stock, I look at that particular company and look at what kind of services that they offer, if it's valuable and if it's long lasting? Would that be a good indicator that might be a good stock if I were to buy something like that?
Of course, if a company make gives or offers valuable services,
Mm.
that equals to happy customers,
Mm.
which equals to more profits for the companies.
That's right. That's right.
A company makes money, their stock goes up.
Wow. Okay.
So more profits to you who owns the stock.
Amazing. 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 And do you, I've heard about indicators. Do you consider those things, or do you even use any one of them when you're trading?
I use them mostly 200 EMA, 50 EMA, then RSI, then the
Mm.
king of all volume.
Ooh, the king.
The king
What's the king?
volume.
Oh, volume. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let me know in the comment section if you understand this terminology that it's using. If not, I will be sure to let you know later on. Okay. Um, is there any importance in earning versus revenue versus debt and management? What can you share about that based on what you've done so far over time?
Yeah, I mean, companies reports, most companies, not all companies, report every quarter. That is every 3 months. And one
Mm,
of the factors you can use to determine how valuable a company is the earnings per share
correct.
ratio.
Correct.
So that is something I also look at in making my decisions. You don't want a company that is in too much debt. There's some companies that have debt, which is
Right.
good debt. But if a company is in debt, isn't making profits, having high turnover of staff or leadership, it's not something that would attract me to owning pieces of that company.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, that makes sense. That's pretty reasonable. I know you mentioned something about hype stocks. Do you do that, or do you avoid it?
Hype stocks. Um, I started off with hype stocks,
Oh, wow.
but now I avoid it.
Mm.
I plan on going back into hype stocks soon because I watch hype stocks happen live, but I don't take any action.
Oh,
I'm waiting till I get comfortable with hype
okay.
stocks to move into kind of trading hype stocks.
All right, that makes sense. Let us know in the comment section if you do hype stocks and how you do it. We're here to learn and grow together. But thanks for sharing that. Now, moving forward, looking at some trading strategies. Do you have a favorite strategy?
Um, I mean, there are so many kinds of strategies while trading, but I would say my favorite is long-term investing.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was the opposite though.
Um,
Or maybe I don't really know too much.
my favorite is long-term investing because there you have peace of mind. You can think
Right, right.
clearly. You're not under pressure. You're committed to that stock because of the values and the things you've
Like the
seen
long
and
the long term value, right?
long-term value of the stock, what you've seen happening. You can go to bed and have a good night's sleep. If the stock drops $10, $20, $50 the next day, you're comfortable
You should
because
still be okay.
you've sized your position right.
Yeah.
You've gotten in at a point that okay, this is good. Um, and that's why I'll most times I'll fall back on long term investing, not short
Yeah.
term.
Is it true that I've heard this statement so many times, like there is power in holding?
It depends.
Mm.
If
Tell me more.
if you're holding a good stock, of course the power is profit.
Mm.
If you're holding a bad stock, the power at that point is loss.
You're going down. You don't want to hold a bad stock. But again, so this is really tricky, right? How do people really know? Because sometimes you might feel like this is a very good stock, and as soon as you're getting into it, it starts going down. And you'll be anticipating that, well, it's going to come back up, and then it keeps going down. At what point do you stop?
At what point do you stop what?
Do you stop
Buying.
hoping that it's going to start coming up?
If you did your research
Okay. Okay.
and you did your technical analysis
Okay.
and you looked at the stocks, the company's balance sheet, and that company is making money, Stocks go up, stocks come down.
Mm-hmm.
But every good company stock would always rise. With a caveat, this is not financial advice.
Of course, of course. Again, we're sharing what we've learned to one another, and just again, we're not financial experts. We're just gisting, we're talking, we're having a conversation basically.
Yeah.
We just want to put that out there.
Yeah. And the limit to holding is time. The stock market has been around before I was born. The
Okay.
stock market will probably be around after I'm gone. I've left this earth. So again, if you consider time, so you might decide to hold, and you pass away. And the stock market, maybe after you've passed away, is going to start going up without you being in session.
Oh my God.
So,
That's actually real. That's a real talk
So,
right there.
It's time. Who has time? The stock market has more time than you.
Makes sense. Now moving on to like risk management. This one is very interesting. I would say, looking back, what would you say was your biggest mistake?
My biggest mistake was I was not informed. That's the biggest mistake.
Knowledge is power.
I ran with the hype train.
Mm.
I wasn't informed.
And is so not being informed is one thing. Back in the day, did you care to even do your own research?
No, I told you I got into trade based on conversations in Reddit.
Oh, wow.
Pure hype.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
going to go up. That was the technical analysis.
Oh,
It's going to go up.
I see. That makes sense. That's really cool to know. All right. Still on the risk management.
Mhm.
I would say after maybe when you started, after like a year or two, how would you say that you were risking or you were investing, or how much of your portfolio were you like saying, okay, I'm comfortable to do this amount, maybe this percentage?
I think there's a general kind of let's say
A rule of thumb?
rule or unspoken law where you should try and only risk a percentage of your account on every trade. So if you have like $100, you should only be risking 1%.
Oh, really?
Some people also do 3%. Some people want to take more risks. I mean, risks is
If somebody do 3%,
yeah.
is 3% really risky?
That's a good question. Risks is what's the word? I'm not so good with English. Risks is
The amount of money you're willing to forfeit?
yeah. It depends on the individual.
Right.
Your risk is not my risk. You may be ready to risk your whole account.
Risky, yes. Your body risky.
You may be ready to risk your whole entire account. I might not be ready to risk even $100 from my account. So
That makes sense.
everybody should know what their what they can handle as loss, and kind of put your stops where your risk limits starts, not ends.
There's a saying that goes high risk, high reward. What you got to say about that?
It depends on the trader.
Okay.
I mean, if I look back, there are higher risks I should have taken. But in the moment, I wouldn't have taken it. Even if it was happen all over again, and I didn't have the knowledge I had right now, I wouldn't still take those stocks at the moment. But looking back, there are high risks that I should have taken, but I didn't take it, and I missed out on those opportunities.
Okay. Makes sense. I would like to understand, how do you protect yourself? Or have you ever experienced market crash?
Ooh.
My guy said, ooh. This is very interesting conversation to me.
Oh. Hmm.
I'm guessing you did not protect yourself back then.
Oh, I didn't. And this was recent with the
Wow.
whole volatile markets, the war, the Iran war going on, um,
Wow.
comments made by some influential people.
Right.
I was trading without stops,
Oof.
and it got me. And
My goodness.
I had to chest the loss, although it was out of my max
Oh boy.
loss limit.
Mm. Okay, okay. So just on that, was that like an emotional thing for you to deal with as well?
Of course,
Oh wow.
I'm losing money. I've worked my behind for, but you're better off cutting your losses than holding and hoping.
Right, right. Yeah, I believe in that too. I believe in that. Mm. So, is there something that you do that makes you know that it's time for me to stop trading?
Um, um, from my experience, it will be best to have automation behind your um trades.
Mm.
It's always nice where you can have some automation where no matter what happens, this would happen. That can save you a lot. Um, but what I mostly do now is I trade with stops. Um,
Oh, you trade with stops?
with trade with stops, it's like it's sometimes when the market moves so fast, kind of get into a position by trying to like buy the market at whatever
Right.
price. At that point, I'm not even setting stops. But if I've looked at a trade, monitored it, if I'm going in, I'm going in with stops.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Always,
Yeah.
always. All right. Thanks for that. Moving on to the next thing. Let's talk about some, trading psychology. I think this is actually very important. Even I think it applies to every other thing that people do in life, right? So, how important is discipline when you're trading? Because you're talking about right now, you always try to put when you have analyzed the trade, put stops. So, how important is discipline? Because I know that part has more to do with discipline than just regular trading.
Yeah. I mean, discipline has to be a fundamental part of your journey trying to trade markets. If you're not disciplined, you can make money on some days, you can lose money on some days. If you're not disciplined, it's more of a game of luck than being measured.
Like game of luck and gambling, right?
Game of luck and gambling than being
Mm.
measured.
Do you like to gamble?
Sometimes
Okay,
life is a gamble.
I'm telling you.
Life is a gamble.
I know.
But
Okay.
yeah. Um,
Okay. Moving on. There's something else I'm really curious about. I know it's not so easy, but sometimes we get emotional when we're trading, even with life generally. So, has emotion cost you to lose money?
yep. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm mentally, I'm good. But then when you're planning, when you're making all your plays, the human element would always show itself, and that's where emotions will come into play. It could
Mm,
be averaging down, not your loss has executed, but you're getting into the position because you're trying to revenge trade.
right, right.
Um, it could be, hey, I'm making money, and instead of you looking at the bigger picture, you're taking your 2% profit and running away instead of taking 30% profit.
I see.
It comes into play both ways, both making a loss and making a profit.
Has there ever been a time where you were on a losing streak? Maybe, maybe not.
Mhm.
And how did you recover from that?
Um, for losing streaks happen. Well, losing streak might be lose today, lose tomorrow.
Have you experienced that before?
Oh, of course, you go
Like I
through.
said, of
You go
course.
through everything. You could lose today, lose tomorrow. Wednesday
Mm,
make money on Thursday, and on Friday lose money. To
Wow.
me, that is a losing streak.
That's
And
right.
you could also make money Monday, make money Tuesday, make money Wednesday, make money Thursday, and lose money Friday. And that Friday
It's,
loss
it's
takes away every
every
every gain you've made for the past week,
plus maybe some of your even initial
bro,
investments.
plus some more.
Wow.
And
And that weekend will be bloody.
very quiet. It will be bloody
My
because
goodness.
if it's bloody, you're probably not going to see the next week. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
just very quiet, very sorrowful, very humble,
Even a Sumba movie.
you'll be reflecting on,
Oh
on
my
your
goodness.
trades. But I think the best way to bounce back from such kind of thing is um your automated stop loss has triggered. Once it triggers, take a step back, sit down, think. If you make more loss than your daily loss goal, um, you could. Oh, there's always that human component where you feel bad and sad, but
Yeah.
it's only those who keep trying that would end up succeed.
Correct.
If you fail
Correct.
and you're like, okay, I failed, I'm handsing up, that's the end. The failure is going to register.
Yeah.
The market opens the next day. There's more opportunities to trade and be profitable.
but sometimes people go the next day and trade with emotions, right?
Yeah, because the next day you're like, oh, you need to make back what you've lost.
Exactly.
Now they are betting times two what they usually would bet.
Wow.
And
I believe for me, rule of thumb for life is just sometimes when you make mistakes, losses, you have some bad experience, you should just take some time.
Hmm.
If again, some people might just need 1 hour, that's fine. You might need a day, you might need a week. Sometimes you take that time, recalibrate, and then you come back, and when you come back, you'll be better. So let's always keep that in mind, because I always believe in, sitting back, relaxing, recalculating, and planning better. And I think by so doing, you will be better whatever you're doing.
and that shouldn't only apply for trading. It should apply
Exactly. Yep.
in every. Some people are trying to start a business, and the first foray into the business, maybe the first month, they don't see the amount of customers they are expecting. Some people, if they don't see the amount of customers they're expecting that first month, they kind of start giving up.
Yeah,
or
they just call it a failure.
they call it a failure. Hey, it's only those who keep pushing through those failures that would be able
Of
to
course.
see the success at the end.
I agree 100% on
Yeah.
that. Thanks for sharing that. Is there a psychological lesson that you've learned over time that is guiding you as you progress?
Psychological lesson. I would say the market is going to be open tomorrow. You can read that both ways, but the market will be open tomorrow. If you can decide to kill yourself today, but whatever happens, it's going to be open tomorrow.
Yeah, the clock will keep ticking, and somebody else will do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense. Just understand that in all that you do, your mental state of mind is the most important. Because if you feel like you're down today and you're not able to carry on tomorrow, again, you're doing yourself. But if you understand that you are just a passerby in this life and you want to make the best of every opportunity that you have, then tomorrow will definitely be a better day.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you so much for those things. And then some things I would like to understand from your perspective based on, current market or trade today is what sectors look attractive to you?
I mean, from what I see right now, the most I wouldn't say the most attractive sector, but what's been making all the hype right now has been chips, semiconductors, memory chips.
Ooh.
Um,
And you said you're an electrical engineer, right?
yeah.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense. I guess you know more about that too.
Well, electrical engineer, focused in power. Electrical engineer has power.
That's right.
Semiconductors.
Yep. It's a whole lot. It's just a whole lot.
Radio waves.
Yep.
Just power side for now. Um,
That's
but
something that we're going to unpack on a different day. We're going to talk about
electrical engineering.
electrical engineering and all the things that you can become while you're an electrical engineer. I think that'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I would say, are there things that you're cautious about in today's trade?
I would say news. News come out any time of the day, especially with the ongoing conflicts around the world. News come out and they move markets, they swing markets wild. That'll be the number one thing I'm so cautious about.
Yeah, because and those things are so unpredictable, right?
So unpredictable. Like even oil, something as simple as oil. It's been swinging very wild in the past 6 months
Yeah.
due to the ongoing conflict. So
Man, I think in life, there are some things that you cannot really control. And I would say, when those things affect you, understand that there was nothing you could do about it unless you're the one causing that thing to happen. But if there are things that happens that is not within your control, just be grateful that you're alive and then look forward to a better day the next day. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. All right. So is there, based on your understanding, do you think interest rates affect stock markets?
yeah, I think so. Interest rate is basically the cost to borrow.
Right.
Everybody borrows to run their business.
telling you,
every company borrows. Interest rate go up. In the simple terms, interest rate go up, costs of borrowing go up. Cost of borrowing goes up. That into their profits they report at the end of the quarter. Profits go down, investors run,
I'm telling you.
and the stock drops. But this is kind of a general understanding. Some companies, interest rate could go up, the stock might take a hit, but due to momentum
Mm-hmm.
and speculation and social media, the stock
Right.
might just be going up
Oof.
for reasons you can't point to what is making that happen. So yeah,
And who knows? Sometimes it might just be like outrageously lucky, and the market will just play in your favor. And when it does, please shine your eyes. All right, thank you so much. I have some like rapid fire questions for you, my guy. So,
okay.
Apple or Microsoft?
That's a hard one, but I would just go Microsoft. I personally would just go Microsoft.
Okay, that's fine.
Just because of their history.
Apple have a good history too. What you mean?
They have been here. Microsoft has been around for a minute.
Okay, makes sense. Tesla or Nvidia?
That's a tricky one. I would go Nvidia, and the reason is because I think the world is leaning towards the digital kind of economy, and every device, everything that's going to be made would need a circuit board or a chip inside it. And
Right.
I think, well, not just Nvidia, if you're into semiconductors manufacturing, I think you're going to be a player.
Okay. I think that's good. That's a very good analysis, that you can make when you're picking things like this. Next, growth versus dividend.
And that place where you said, you mentioned where they are picking things like this. This is just my personal opinion. I'm not telling anybody to go pick the stocks I'm mentioning.
Again,
Just what
we're not financial experts.
just what I
We're just
just what I
saying
think.
based off of what we would prefer
Yeah.
for ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, growth or dividend?
Man, these questions.
They are like tied. They are tied, right?
I want both of them.
Okay, that's fair. That's
but
okay. That's okay.
I'll
too.
lean towards growth because a good stock that is growing well would would in is more likely to have a faster growth in price, which is faster growth in profits.
Correct.
So
Correct.
growth.
Long-term investing or day trading?
Long term. That way I get to sleep.
Oh, peace of mind, right?
Peace of mind.
Not sleeping and then thinking, oh my God, what's happening?
Not counting my losses at the end of the week.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Makes sense. This one is very interesting. Is there a stock that you wish you had bought earlier on, like way back?
For now, before, I'm going to say like a year ago, it would have been everybody, Nvidia. But today, I would have said Micro.
Okay. Can you tell me one investing myth that you think you've come to realize recently?
Myth.
Yep.
When talking with people or friends who are trying to get into investments, they're always scared of losing money.
But that's a real thing.
Yeah, and that is real. But and this is based on my own experiences, if you have done your research, even when you get into a position and it goes into a losing position, I mean, you should cut if it hits your stop limit. But if it's a good position, a good stock, they have good books, I think when getting in a position, you should know a stock, no matter how good they go up and down. But people trying to invest and they are scared about investing their money because they are scared of losing money. I believe if you have that mindset, that can hold you back from exploring and achieving what it is you want to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that too. I really feel that because sometimes you have to take risk. You have to be open. I mean, it will not always go your way, but you should just be, you should try stuff.
Managed risk.
Exactly. Facts. All right. It's been a pleasure having you here. Some closing questions I have for you, or some things I would just want to understand. This one is, if you were to go back in time, right? If you were to go back in time and say you have like maybe $1,000 or $2,000, what would your first 90 days look like?
If I had $1,000, go back in time, I'm trying to execute my first trade. I have $1,000, $2,000, my
Right.
first 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
I would take that $2,000. And this is not financial advice. This is me telling you what I would do. I would take that $2,000, put it in a high yield savings account. Go open a brokerage account, apply for paper trading, and trade on fake money for 90 days. If I can prove myself after 90 days, I will pull that money out of the high savings account and put it in a brokerage account and try to trade with it.
So if I understand correctly, I think you're saying that there's reward in practice and practice and practice until you are confident to actually do the real thing.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's real.
And that is what I would do.
Makes sense. Honestly, thanks for sharing, because I think someone like myself that I'm not really into stocks, I'm really learning from these. And I've heard a lot of people tell me different things about stocks, but I'm really learning, okay, these are the things that I need to make sure that I put in place before I go in,
It's your real money. It's the money you could have used to pay your rent. It could be gone. So,
yeah. So if there's one thing you would tell me today, what would you say? What would you tell me as your friend that, hey, ensure that you do these things before you trade? I know you've spoken about doing research, spoken about practice as your guy, your man, your guy to guy. You understand? How would you tell me to navigate these things?
As your guy,
yes, sir,
I will not give you financial advice. You get the point now.
No. I mean, okay, that makes sense.
I won't give you financial advice,
Gee.
but I'll tell you to go practice
Okay.
and prove yourself. If you prove yourself from practicing, then we will discuss.
Oh wow. So that means okay. So you would want me to go practice.
Yeah.
You know, there's something I always used to hear that you have to practice and practice and practice. Because sometimes for example, you're preparing for an exam. You feel like you've read your books and you're ready to go for the exam. If you don't do some past questions, you might go in there and you will fail.
Correct.
Now, it doesn't mean that you don't know your stuff,
Yeah.
but the way the questions will be presented to you, you've never experienced such things before. So without practicing, you would not even know what to expect. So I think there's really value in practicing. I just wanted to share that out there. All right. So thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate you for coming today. And I need to shake your hand again because I think this is real.
Yes.
This is real. And thanks everyone for joining the UGP show today. If you found this conversation helpful, please do well to share this video to everyone that needs it, like and subscribe, because I think that gets us going. And don't forget to know that you're in charge of whatever you're doing, right? You are a risk taker. You're going to be successful. Understand that no risk, no reward. Again, this show is where we learn together, we build together, and we grow together. We're here to share experiences, and we're here to, sometimes I'll bring some experts that would give us like some expert advice. And sometimes I'll bring people who just have a conversation where we are sharing our knowledge so that people can, do whatever they want to do with it. Now, I'll urge you to always stay tuned. Let us know what you would like us to talk about. Let me know if there's anybody you want me to bring to the show. I'll be happy to do that as well. And again, until we'll come your way next time, I am your host, UGP, and today was with Ikenna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, UGP.
Any final words for our guest today?
I wouldn't have final words for the guests. I would have final words for you.
Yes, sir.
And that is that I'm impressed with how within the past 3 weeks the channel has grown in its own little way. I've been seeing likes, small likes. I've been seeing more views on YouTube.
Wow.
I'm impressed. This is I think the third
Third show.
Third show. I'm impressed. Keep soaring. Whenever you need me to share one or two bits of my personal experience, I'll be here. Always glad to be here because after this podcast, there's usually free drinks.
Free drinks and free food too. And you wouldn't know until you're here. But until we'll see you again next time, I remain your host. Let's continue to learn, grow, and build together. Bye-bye.